is now my pleasure to introduce my very dear friend, the president of the Detroit Rotary Club. She is here today to tell us about the success stories in hopes that it will inspire others to follow suit. Ladies and gentlemen, Rotarians, please welcome none other than Renee Yancy. Thank you.
Playing. I usually wake up to Can You Feel a Brand New Day by The Wiz. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that song, but it's a high energy song. And particularly on Wednesdays, Rotary meeting days, I wake up with this Can You Feel a Brand New Day? And I hit the floor and I am ready to go. So let's get into it. But before I start, District Governor Nick, where are you? Thank you, sir. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the energy. Where's your beautiful wife? Jennifer Jones, thank you so much. And my friend Adrian, oh God, I love you. Thank you. And so District Governor Nick asked me to come and share what's been going on at Detroit Rotary. And so it made me think, how did we get this space? How did we get 28 new members in my first 9 months? Because I am the first second-term president in our club, 114 years, and I get 2 asterisks by my name. Thanks to Liz Smith, who does our programs. And so again, it made me think, what did happen? And so it made me think about our first meeting. And I remember standing before a room, and I went down my list of things, opportunities. We're going to do programs a little differently. We're going to use social media. We're going to beef up our website. But at the end of it, I told everyone, this is going to be an energy thing, y'all. And I took my hands and I pulled up my energy and I went whoosh into the room. So District 6400, whoosh into the room. Energy. Energy. See, it takes energy to wake up in the morning. It took you energy to get dressed and get here with all of your beautiful faces. But there's something special about each one of your energy. You carry a field around you. So when you're walking and you're talking and you've got this high energy coming, you attract, you bring people to you. Sometimes our energy is just calm and cool, and we like those people too. But sometimes our energy is low. Maybe we're sad, maybe depressed, maybe we have some alternative motives going on. So you've got to be careful about your energy, because you're going to attract people based on it. You know when you're not feeling too good or you got some bad news, but you still got to put on that face like everything's okay and you've got your clothes on and you're doing the talk. But people who know you or feel you, they can always tell, excuse me, can I talk to you later? I felt something wrong. I felt like maybe there's something going on. You didn't say a word. You didn't tell anyone, but they could feel it because of the energy that you bring to wherever you show up. So make sure that that energy is vibrating high when you're talking about Rotary. When sharing your Rotary story, we're not going to share that when we're not feeling good because it's not going to hit right. So be very particular. Be proactive in your engagement. But it first starts with you and you and you and you and you and your energy. So the next thing I thought about, what else did we do? Vision. Our people perish for lack of vision. And so when I thought about how did that work with the vision, and so there's this term going around called visualization. And it's pretty nifty. I'm hearing Chicago mentioned a lot. Now, I'm born and raised in Detroit, and by the way, when you come to Detroit, we say, what up, doe? What up, doe, District 6400? I can't leave that part out. And so the visualization. And yes, I also lived in Chicago for 17 years, and I was there during the Chicago Bulls excitement. 6 championship rings. Now, you think about, how did they do that? Well, their coach, NBA champion Phil Jackson, he believed in visualization. So during a practice, you've got these 6-foot, 7-foot, multi-million-dollar athletes sitting on the floor with their eyes closed. And they're visualizing Scottie Pippen with the assist pass. They're visualizing Michael Jordan coming through into the air with the slam dunk. Or, what's his name, Rodman. He was defense. But they all sat, and together they brought their energy together to align, to allow what? Championships. And I know everyone in this room, who wants growth? Who wants more membership? Give me a 2-hand clap, clap, clap. You want more, you want membership. Yes, we must visualize. And before I get into a practice, I do have one quick question. Anyone in this room who has invited someone to a meeting, a social event, or a volunteer opportunity, please stand up. I'm just curious what this looks like in this room. And thank you for your honesty, the ones that aren't standing up, because we are Rotarians. It's always the 4-way test. Is it the truth? And I'm looking at the truth in this world, in this room, so let's give a round of applause for those who have brought folks to Rotary. Go ahead and have a seat. So let's get into visualization. I'm going to touch on another subject in just a minute. And so, again, they would close their eyes and visualize, and that is exactly what I did. I would close my eyes. So everyone, close your eyes. We're going to do this practice. Now visualize yourself sitting at your meeting, at your volunteer event, or at your social gathering. I want you to see those doors opening. I want you to see the figures that are coming in the doors. You don't get to pick the details. You are in charge of the energy that is going out, because we want to introduce people to the magic of Rotary. See the images coming in. See them sitting down. Once you see it, it will happen. Open up your eyes. Bravo to you. Bravo to you. So let me tell you what's going to happen now. Just like those Bulls winning 6 championships, guess what you're going to win? Championships in Rotary. You're going to spread the Rotary magic. We are vessels, and it is our duty to make sure we show up and expand this brand. So with visualization, you ever buy a car? Let's pick a red BMW. A little fancy, a little hot. And guess what's going to happen now? We're going to see red BMWs all over the place. Why? Because you visualized it. You already saw it before it happened. You've taken a picture in your mind. So guess what? Everything's going to align now because you've already seen the future. You've already seen the growth. So now the universe has to align and set that up for you. Believe it, it happens. It happened at Detroit Rotary. So again, 28 new members the first year in 9 months. And I think now we're at about 12 to 15. So that energy is still moving. That visual is still happening. But we need a plan, right? Stuff just don't happen. And so part of that plan became programs. Oh, it was so important that we reintroduced for us Detroit Rotary to the city that we served. See, I did a little survey of my network. It's in the business, in the community, and just, in the neighborhoods. And when I asked, have you heard of Rotary? I heard 2 things. Either no, or is that the old white man's club? I've been to Pets twice now, and twice I've seen the global survey, right, Jen? And one of the comments is, it's the old white man's club. And so I had to show Detroit, oh, no, it's not. Our club is widely diverse. You saw Dean, what are you, 20-something years old, Dean? And we've got members that are in their 90s. Vast, culturally vast difference sometimes when you look at other clubs versus our club. But it's intentional. It is picking, again, programs. Some of our guest speakers, and I just want to say shout out to the conversations that have been going on here and to the programs for this event. The alignment is crazy. We're all speaking the same message in its growth, its expansion. And so with our programs, we made sure to get Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist. Thank you, my 10-minute mark. Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist. Oh, because I'll keep talking and just piss Liz all the way off. And so we had these kind of speakers because I knew that they would bring the interests of the non-Rotarians and then excite the Rotarians who maybe weren't coming to our meetings. We had CEOs of companies, vice president regionals of banks, mayors, deputy mayors, Hill Harper, movie stars. And so we brought, as they said, a reason why to be interested in Rotary and bringing them to our club. Because once they get in, we know we sprinkle that magic. They get hugs, they get kisses. And the thing that I love the most is when they say, I felt so special. I felt so welcome. But it was being strategic in our programs. And then sometimes those programs would lead to more relationships. Superintendent Vitti of the Detroit Public Schools came as a guest speaker. That moment turned into a relationship. Our Youth Citizen Service Award is a monetary award that we give out to high school seniors. And so our applications, they'd be about 12 to 15 because counselors change, principals change, things change. But when you connect at the top, the blessings flow down. And so that year, last year, 33 applications. Wow. This year, 3 Interact high schools at Cass Tech, King High School, and Osborne. Yes, we expanded the brand, but it started in programs. I'm trying to think what other good stuff. Oh, Carolyn Clifford, shout out to that friend. And so with WXYZ, and this is for everyone, they have a Good Morning Detroit, and everyone gets to do it. It took our club 3 meetings, but we finally got a good video, and we submitted that. That hits thousands of people locally. I was also blessed to be in the Detroit Free Press, a full-page article. Thank you. And so that local paper hit, I believe, 86,000 viewers. But you know what? I heard a little whisper in my spirit. I heard millions. I said, millions? Detroit Free Press only said 86. But guess what happened? Everyone's clicking. Everyone's sharing. This global organization took that news article to Yahoo Top Stories, y'all. That's 6 million viewers looking at Rotary and the magic that we bring, because service is our superpower. And so programs is so important because it creates so many opportunities. But I also want to talk about your network. Every single person in here is always networking, whether you realize it or not. When you're at your church and you're talking to your friends, networking. At the gas station, or are you the person in the grocery line just can't let anyone get by without having a conversation with them? You're networking. So it's not always about, yes, I went over to invite my friend to come to Rotary. Guess what you can also get? Email addresses, social handles. Our club, not only did we take the DACDB newsletter, which would have their speaker and their bio and their link, I took that and expanded it. I made it our month of speakers, and so everyone could see for the month who they were gonna come and see. And then that post turned into MailChimp platform. That's an external mailing list that we use to invite non-Rotarians. See, you just need an email. This account, only $13 a month, and you can have up to 500 emails. We're at 300, and let me tell you, it works. They looked for the email. Renee, I saw your lineup. Ooh, you got some good looking. Yes, we do, because it's all purposeful. Yes, one month it was all these gorgeous black men, and I got calls from all the ladies. When? I was like, you just keep coming, honey. You might find a husband. Oh, so use your network and share it with your club, because sometimes people are shy. They don't always have that courage to go up and speak. But there's more than one way to skin a cat, as they say. And I've heard social media. Come on, if you're not on social media or got your grandkids teaching you how to do it, or the nieces or the neighbor next door, don't not use it. There's someone in here, I taught at the assembly, and there's someone in here, and we were telling our stories, because absolutely, you gotta learn how to tell your story, and it starts with you. Not where I was, not even Rotary, but you and the feeling that it gives you, the reason why you keep coming back. And the world needs to hear it. We also grew because we started posting that monthly list of fine speakers on LinkedIn, Instagram, and most times Facebook when I think about it. But it expanded the brand. It showed, at least Detroit, that we are not the old white man's club. We have everyone coming from the LBGT community to across the land. So I admonish you, use your resources. Get creative. Have a meeting where you all just sit and visualize and watch those people come through the door. Because once you see it, you will achieve it. Thank you, everyone. I got my 5-minute mark, and I am not going over. I'm going to take up some of the time that was used earlier. But I want to leave you. Well, actually, no, I do want to take a few more minutes to expand upon that WXYZ Channel 7 and Carolyn Clifford. Because she came and was the guest speaker, she found out about the magic of Rotary. And with that magic, an issue came up, an ordeal came up, a devastation came up with a grandmother who had lost her son due to an apartment explosion. She is now raising her 2 grandbabies. She needed assistance. And Carol got the story, but she knew she needed someone who was going to act fast. She knew not to call certain organizations because they just take too long, because all the bureaucracy and who wants to be out front. Not Detroit Rotary. We jumped on it. We wrapped our arms of love around her. We gave her gifts. We organized monetary fundraising. We brought her to our club so that everyone could wrap their warm Rotary love around her. She got introduced to Rotary during a time that was devastating for her. But we made her smile, and she will never forget that warm feeling that she got in her heart because Rotary showed up. And so, again, when I think back to the day, this 2 years, and it's almost over. Where's President-elect Stephen Durant? He's following me. I think he's in this room somewhere. And so we normally close our meetings with a quote. And through this journey, I am proud to say I got one too. I didn't come to win. I didn't come to compete. I came to bring change and impact. Thank you, District 6400. You are absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.